So this is the current social media or the weekly campaign system that we had been doing for the past few months, and it worked, just not optimized to give you continued content, at least not the way it was set up. But this is the general breakdown. So every Monday, I will send that email to the social media team, reminding them about the upcoming campaign topic or this week's campaign topic, and then prompting the team to either sign up for the Tuesday takeover or a Q&A later in the week. And that's kind of an added time thing because sometimes or a lot of times people don't sign up, and so you're kind of reminding them to do that. So this is Monday's checklist. So we send that email, and then I record the analytics from the prior week, and I have a sheet here. You can just go into the Instagram app and the Facebook. I use the computer, but in the Facebook app, and all the insights are there. And these things are just in order. They're spelled out, and I'm just recording those. So we can track social media growth and response from week to week. So I'll go back up to the checklist. Oop. And that's recording analytics, so I do that every week. And this is just kind of a note to myself. Contact Quinn if there was no one scheduled, and that's if I have somebody helping me with this, they would contact me if no one was scheduled for the Facebook or Instagram Q&As or the Tuesday takeovers. And then we want to send to the general public, our email list, an AWeber email of the most popular weekly post from the previous campaign. And we share with everybody either the topic of the post, whatever it was, and maybe the research article along with it. And then within that AWeber blast is templates for our upcoming events, like at the bottom. So it's content marketing, but only a small chunk of our social media followers are going to actually see our most popular posts, so we can send that as an email as well. And then the IG takeover, whoever signed up for the Instagram takeover needs to be emailed the information, like the clinical athlete login info and any pertinent tips or tricks, and I have an email template for that. And the same thing for the email or for the Facebook or Instagram Q&A that's happening that week to the appropriate individuals. So whoever signs up for that, I've got an email template for that. But those people need to be emailed that information so that they can prepare for those. And then we have an IG story promoting the Tuesday takeover. So we'll post, so-and-so is taking over the clinical athlete Instagram the date, like the night before, like Monday night. And the same with the Q&A. So we'll do an Instagram post about the Q&A. We'll do an Instagram story. And the same thing for Facebook. If it's a Facebook Q&A, we'll make a post about it and try to get some questions in queue. So that's Monday's social media checklist. And then Wednesday, we make stories about the prior posts, and this would be kind of a Wednesday and really like a Wednesday Friday or a Wednesday Sunday thing where we make stories about the past posts in case people missed it. And I'm sure you've seen us do this where we just basically, it's a quick rundown of each post, and then we end it with a screenshot of our page and saying, join the discussion. We also will maybe end it with events story, but also within that, what I had been doing is making an AWeber sign up list. So I'll go into AWeber and I'll make a brand new list. So for example, pain science research. We had posted something about pain science, and so I'll actually make a list, and then I'll make a sign up form for pain science literature. So let's say we made a post about pain science, and then it was very popular, and we referenced an article in the Instagram caption. In the Instagram story, I'll do a swipe up thing where we can make this people can input their name and their email, and then we make an Aweber email where they automatically get sent the paper. And this is a way to grow our email list and to share research. So it's an Instagram story, so they can swipe up and they just input their name, and then this is an automatic email that gets sent to them with the research paper. It was really popular, and so it's just a PDF that's attached, and we get to promote our events. So it was very useful to grow our email list. I think I started doing that maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I was doing that, and we gained a few hundred on our email list just from that, which is good. So that's a Wednesday thing. Oops, I'm losing it. Okay, that's Wednesday's checklist, and then a summary on Friday would be good the same way, and maybe even one on Sunday to close it out, or maybe just a Wednesday and a Sunday. But that's where we open with clinical athlete deadlift week has been crazy or been great. We have templates like that, and that's how we open that chain. And as you know, this is the Dropbox, so I just come in here and see who's, whatever the upcoming campaign is, I see what we got as far as, we didn't get anything for rehab as far as content, and the schedule. As far as the topics are concerned, I'll try to zoom out here. As far as the topics, I just made this stuff up. I was just literally brain dumping all the topics. I'm sure there are more that we could use. And then the IG story, people just input their names here, and that's how you get the information. Should probably send that email out on like a Sunday instead of a Monday, so it's not so crowded. But I really think we just need more people, so that we get, the more contributors, the more apt we are to get content. And then the big thing is just curating the content. So figuring out that, I think that was what's most time consuming, is somebody makes a post. What I've found is that the shorter the captions, the better. And sometimes people don't even post pictures when they add content to this Dropbox. It's just a caption, almost like a mini blog. And so if it's an Instagram post, and I've got to go and find a picture, and then I've got to try to make it pretty. And I'm not a graphic designer, but luckily we've got all these templates that we've had somebody build for us in Canva that are just short and to the point, and they're like quote templates like you'd see on ESPN's Instagram or something like that, and they're really engaging. So that's what I try to build out with these things, with like a research article or a quote or something like that. And I think that is pretty much the gist. I try to share. We share them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and you try to edit so that the format fits each one. I'm sure you've seen people who post on Twitter, but it's just basically an auto post from Instagram, and it looks like shit. And we try to edit it and format it to fit the actual platform. But I'll stop blabbering now. Gives you hopefully a decent idea of how we were running our campaigns.